Today we were talking about the disaster known as Mom's house.
Thanks.
All right, we're answering several questions that people had because we shared Mom's video. We'll link it up here and down there. You can go check it out on her new house if you haven't seen her new house tour. And we had several questions that people have been asking since this whole debacle started. So the first question is, did you not see this during the inspection?
Well, first of all, the inspection is, they check out the electrical wiring, the plumbing.
It has nothing to do with cleanliness.
Yeah, none of that type of stuff.
But we did see this on the inspection.
Yeah, some of it. We didn't see quite all of it.
Yeah. We saw the dirty stove, the dirty refrigerator, the dirty cabinets. We did not see things like the washer molding.
The mold in the faucet.
The underneath the toilet seats and in the toilet. We didn't see those types of things.
Yeah, the stuff, like the wash machine was closed, the top was closed, and it was nice and clean on the outside, but inside it was a mess.
So we did bring this up to the realtor. And what happened was we brought it up to the realtor and we said, this house needs to be cleaned or we are going to ask for a $250 cleaning fee to hire professionals to come in and do it. Well, things really kind of got messed up with that. And he ended up talking to the owner and the owner said, well, no, I'm not paying to have a fee. I'm not paying a fee to have my house cleaned. Well, no, we were saying you need to clean your house or we're going to ask for a cleaning fee. Well, then in the end, what happened was the people got tired and they wanted to stay in the house a few more days because they couldn't close on the other place. So they just said, well, we'll just give you your cleaning fee. So then they felt they didn't need to clean anything at all, is what happened. So the whole thing kind of blew up on us.
Yeah.
Didn't work out like we had thought.
Yeah. No, that's all. That's what I was going to say. You know, it just didn't work out the way we'd kind of planned for it to do.
We had tried to get them to clean it, and we were not going to close on a dirty house. But then it ended up they needed to stay for 5 more days, and it just didn't turn out right. Now, the next question is, why didn't you guys just hire a cleaning crew to come in? Well, first of all, cleaning crews don't normally do things like the faucet.
Yeah,
the washing machine.
And I wouldn't have even seen the faucet unless I had used it and the stuff started coming out. And I'd been using it for like 3 or 4 days, drinking water out of that faucet and everything.
Let's see that face again, Mary.
It was so gross to think I'd been drinking that water and fixing coffee with that water. And that is something that cleaners wouldn't see. They wouldn't be opening up the wash machine to clean the hair and the gook and the mold that was inside the wash machine. They do the surface clean. They mop the floors, you know, they maybe would wipe out cabinets.
But they mop the floors. They don't deep clean the floors.
Yeah.
She had to go over the floor 6 times.
And see, a cleaning service would just take a mop in a bucket of water and just slop it on there and call it good pretty much. I had to get down on my hands and knees and I wiped. I did like 2 foot square at a time, 6 times each 2 foot square.
I offered to come over.
No, don't.
I offered to come over.
Tara was went above, her and Mike both went above and beyond the duty, call of duty. And even Jack, Dave would have too, but Dave got really sick at that time, so he couldn't. But no, they were really good, but it was just, it's kind of hard, because I would do just a little section at a time, and then I'd have to take a break and stuff. So
now, you're just being an ungrateful twit mother. Why aren't you just grateful that you have a house? Because I'm homeless. Well, I live in a dump. Well, I'm losing my house. You should just be thankful. Okay. Mom has worked for 51 years since she bought her first house on houses that were never new, that were never fixed up. She did have one new house, but it was a shell. She had to live without water.
I had to build my own kitchen cabinets to have them put in.
She had a toilet in the house, and that was it. She was using an outside faucet
to fill the toilet tank up. Every time I flushed it, I'd have to use a hose from outside to fill the toilet.
The house her and my dad bought. They spent 20 years remodeling, and 20 years she lived in a mess. So the thing is, she is grateful for what she has.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that she wanted a house that she could just move into and not have to worry about cleaning up someone else's nastiness.
Physically and that type of
fixing it.
thing, I just didn't know if I could do it again. You know, I
Yeah.
just didn't know if I had it in me. And I didn't have it in me. That's why I was just crashing
Yeah.
and burning, because I knew I didn't physically have it in me to do it again.
Because you have chronic fatigue syndrome.
Yeah.
And so
And I'm
you
an
have-
old lady, like my children keep telling
and
me
you're an old
that I'm
lady.
an old lady.
And so when you're 70 years old with chronic fatigue syndrome, you have literally a 20th of the energy of a normal person. And so you don't want to be going in. And perfectly honest, she paid a lot of money for a starter home here. It should have been clean.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm sorry, that is just filth. And it should have been clean. That's just what you do in real estate. You clean a house before the next people come in.
Yeah, and it doesn't have anything to do with not being grateful. I'm totally grateful for
Yeah.
what I have, and I appreciate it. And it's just a matter of not having the energy and the strength and being disappointed. That's
Yeah.
a different thing from being
Yeah.
ungrateful. And to be honest, I don't know if any of you heard, but a few weeks back, we read a letter from Carrie,
Yeah.
one of our viewers, who was she had a lot of physical struggles, and her and her husband have been going through a lot. And I mean, they were amazing how they're getting this stuff done and taking care of their finances, and they were just amazing. And I don't know if you see in the video, but I had her candle on the window. I don't know if you saw it when you washed the window. I had her candle. I got that out and set that on that windowsill to remind myself to be grateful for what I had, that my things could be worse. But it just happened to be what I was dealing with at the time.
Yeah.
And we have to realize that, you know, some people have it so much worse than us, you know.
Yes.
And for whatever reason, God's allowed it to happen to them. And some people have it even less than what we have it. God gives us exactly what he knows we can handle, you know, and we can make it through. And so
I'm having my doubts on this one.
I know this one was pretty rough.
I think maybe medication was needed to handle this one.
There were a couple of days I thought medication would have been needed. Like I said, if I'd been a drinking woman, I probably would have been flat on the floor, drunk. But you know, so it's not that I wasn't grateful at all. And I did appreciate, there's so many other people that are a lot worse off. But for my moment in life, for what I had physically and emotionally and mentally to deal with at that time, it was just it was rough. It was more than I could almost handle.
So those are kind of the reasons. I mean, we did see it at the inspection. We did try to get the owners to clean up after themselves. They did not, you know, but we did Mom got a $250 cleaning fee, which frankly is nothing. I mean, honestly, that was a $1,000 cleaning fee. I mean, you spent hours.
I'm still not done.
No.
I'm still working on it. I haven't even got the floors all finished. But then I think what kind of put me over the edge was when I had the aphid infestation.
Yeah.
And stuff like that just, here I finally got the kitchen all clean. Somebody said, well, it looked really clean to them.
Well, in the pictures, it looks really clean, because I posted the pictures of when we did the walkthrough.
But inside the drawers, underneath, you know, different places, it's the nooks and crannies that you couldn't see on the pictures.
But when she lost the power and then the aphids.
Yeah, because within like 4 or 5 days, I lost my power twice in one day. I was without for like 3 hours. And then that night I lost the power again. And normally I'm prepared. We do prepper videos. I'm normally beyond prepared, aren't I, for everything emergency, but everything was packed in boxes. It was pitch black because it was storming. It was like one of those caverns that you get into, you know, where you can't see anything. And it was just pitch black. I couldn't see. Normally in my other house, I knew where all the furniture was situated. I was surrounded with furniture in boxes that I had no idea what was where, how to even walk to get to I didn't even know where my candles were or a flashlight or anything like that. And so that started it out, you know. doing that. And then I tried to clean the shower, the walk-in shower. Well, it just has one head way up high that I couldn't reach, shower head. And I turned the only way I could rinse the shower down was with that one shower head. I ended up, my hair was dripping wet, my clothes were soaking wet. I had to change and everything because I got soaked washing the shower. I never expected to do something like that. I went and tried to reach into the wash machine. I literally hiked myself on my waist, stretching my arm, and I still couldn't reach the bottom of the wash machine to get the clothes out. So then I went and brought the plant in because we were having the blizzard, the 15 inches of snow, and after the power outage and all this, and this happened within like 3 hours. The whole kitchen was just covered with black, horrible black. And I could see it was spreading.
They just hatched and
I could just see they were starting to spread through the whole house, which even I can do a bug bomb, I can spray, no problem. But I had tons of open boxes with dishes. So I already had enough to clean. And I had to put a bug bomb off that would go into all these dishes that then had to be washed. All these items had to be wiped off then. I had paperwork, important paperwork, the titles for the cars because I was having to get tags. And my license, I had Social Security stuff all over the tables. They were covered in aphids. The toolboxes full of aphids. How do you do a bug bomb and then have to wipe off every little tool in these tools? It was just kind of overwhelming. So,
well, and we had some people say, "Oh, you should never bug bomb your house, and if you're in the house and all."
Oh, listen.
Let me tell you,
if you could have seen these,
the chemicals from the bug bomb at this point aren't even on the radar for worry.
No,
Mom is 70 years old. Let her go. She knows Jesus. She's ready.
I would rather deal with that than those aphids in there. There was no way I could have gotten rid of them. Absolutely no way you could have gotten rid of those otherwise. They were just in every little crack, every little drawer, I had a thermos jug. It was just that I'd washed and it was just solid inside and out.
And then I come over and break her faucet.
Yeah, and then she was going to fix the faucet. So then I had no water in the kitchen to use at all. If I needed water, I had to go into the bathroom sink. It was so we just kept having one little challenge like that after another.
I hate that word. I absolutely hate that word.
That's why I put in quotes.
When everybody says, it was
a big pain.
We had a challenge today. I just want to punch him in the nose and say,
it was
you
just
didn't.
a big pain. It was a problem. It was a headache. It was something else.
So Jack and Mike and I went over the next day and we did get the faucet changed. Jack got under there and got the faucet changed.
He did a great job. He's only 12, but he redid the
I got the window cleaned.
I couldn't reach the window to clean it. See, even with a stool.
She can't, the way her counters are, even with a step stool, she can't get on there to clean it. As a matter of fact, it's really...
You were having trouble.
A man designed it. A man absolutely designed this. It's ridiculous.
Everything's too high for me.
Yeah, and so she's going to have to get a pole with a squeegee or something. But anyway, so we got that done. All right, and everybody says they wish they could look like you without makeup.
Oh, thank you, guys. That makes my day after the way I felt.
Boost your ego.
Yeah, boosted my ego. Well, I just been like 3 or 4 days. I couldn't even put makeup on. I couldn't do my hair. It was just, even taking a shower was a challenge. I jumped in the shower. I finally got the second bath in the shower cleaned out to take a shower, and I did get a liner. I didn't have a shower curtain yet. And I got a liner and I thought, okay, I'll just take a quick shower. And before I knew it, the shower curtain had blown somehow. I don't know if the heat kicked on or what, but when I was standing in there, it blew in, the shower liner did, wrapped around my body. And I was trying to peel the shower curtain off my body, get the shampoo, rinse the stuff out of my hair, and all of this at the same time. And I thought, I can't even take a shower in here.
So anyway, that was the first 5 days in 4 days. First 4 days in Mom's house. And it did not go as she was hoping.
Oh, well then too, I lost the power. I don't know if some of you remember when I moved from my other house on closing day. I parked my car for the first time in my life in the garage. I don't like parking my car in the garage for different reasons, and I parked it in the garage, and I had to hurry to closing. I was walking away from the house. That was the last I was going to be in the house, and I pushed the garage button to open the garage door to get my car out. No power, and I couldn't get my car out, and that was a total fiasco. So that week of the aphids and the snowstorm and losing the power in this new house, the kids said, park your car in the house. We're going to have a bunch of snow. I parked my car in my new garage for the second time in my life. Of course, I lost the power, couldn't get the car out of the garage.
Yeah, that one was not a crisis, though.
No, because I didn't need the car out. But it was just
but
ironic.
You could pull the
Yes,
we showed you how to get out.
Yeah, I did have the emergency thing. Yeah, I did have the emergency thing.
This is why we bought you a new house.
But it was more the point that every time I park my car in the garage, I'm having to do emergency procedures to get it out. It was just like, oh.
Well, normal people park their car in the garage, so you can do it, Mother.
I think I've done it for a week now. So I
do we need to make you a great big sign and put in the garage? You can do it. I think we should. I think we'll do that. We'll put a great big sign. You can do it.
I can do it. Oh.
All right, guys, go check out Mom's house tour in case you missed it, or our house tour. I'll put them both down in the link in the description below if you want to check out our new houses in Wyoming. Please visit us at livingonadime.com, and we will see you guys next time.
Bye-bye.